In 2007, Lionel Messi held a baby in his arms, and almost 2 decades later, that same baby could stand on the opposite side of him in a World Cup final. At the time, Messi was only 20 years old. He was already a rising star at Barcelona, but nobody looking at that photograph could have imagined what the future held for the baby in his arms, because that baby was Lamine Yamal. Back then, Yamal was just a baby. Messi was already becoming one of the most exciting players in the world. One was at the beginning of his legendary journey. The other hadn't even taken his first steps in football. But then, almost 20 years passed. Yamal grew up, joined Barcelona, and started breaking records at an age when most players are still trying to prove themselves. Before long, the baby from that famous photograph had become one of the biggest young stars in world football. And suddenly, people began looking back at that old picture, because the man holding the baby was Lionel Messi. Messi had gone on to win almost everything football had to offer: records, trophies, individual awards, and eventually the World Cup. He became the face of one generation of football. But Yamal? He represents the generation that comes next. And now, in one of the craziest coincidences football has ever produced, the player who once held Yamal as a baby could now face him on football's biggest stage, not in a training session, not in a friendly, but in a World Cup final. One photograph captured the beginning of Messi's legacy, and unknowingly captured the beginning of Yamal's story, too. The greatest player of one generation against one of the biggest stars of the next. From a baby in Messi's arms to a potential World Cup final opponent. Football really does write the craziest stories.